What's going on, everyone? It's your favorite hedgehog, and today we've got some domination. I'm not going to talk about the gameplay. What I will say is that this is a game that was on my hard drive, and I really didn't want to use it because it's not a very good gameplay. We end up losing this match. I'm playing with a couple of friends, and I get a decent kill death ratio, but I don't really like to post losses. But I'm at the point right now where I'm just not playing Call of Duty, so I don't have any gameplays for you guys, and this is probably the last gameplay I have. I'm gonna have to like jump on and try and get some gameplays for you guys. But yeah, so that's it about the gameplay. What I actually want to talk about is equality, and when I say equality, I don't just mean racial equality. I mean every kind of equality, be it racial, be it sexual, be it your class, whether you're working class, upper class, all that kind of stuff. And you know, in today's society, I think everyone is a lot more lenient, and we often accept things a lot more easier than we used to back in the day. But even today, there is a lot of discrimination that goes on, and I don't think it should. Now, most of from the area that I live in London, and the majority of the people in London nowadays are ethnic, okay, and because of that, there isn't a lot of racism going on. But what there is still a lot of going on is sexual discrimination, because like in my college, there is I think there's only one guy that's like openly gay, that's flamboyant and admitted to being gay. Well, I don't know if he actually admitted to being gay, but it's quite obvious. And I also think, to be honest, that there are some people who are in the closet, if you were, people that are gay but don't openly admit it, which is another topic in itself. I'm not sure how good it is to be hiding in a closet, because you're kind of not only lying to everyone, but in a way you're lying to yourself, and you're not admitting to who you are. And I understand that in some situations you kind of need to be in the closet. Maybe you have like a deeply religious family that would disown you if you were to come out of the closet, or maybe your group of friends wouldn't accept you anymore. But then again, I guess if your friends suddenly wouldn't accept you anymore just because you admit to who you are, I don't think they're very good friends in the first place. So in that sense, coming out the closet would be a good indicator of who your actual friends are. Because I know for myself, if one of my mates just suddenly said, "Look, Chris, something I have to tell you, I'm gay," I wouldn't suddenly be like, "Get the hell away from me! Ah, I want nothing to do with this." I'd stick by them. I don't necessarily understand the concept of being gay. Not quite sure as to how you could reject, like a good-looking woman and instead go for a man. But that's just me being, straight, I guess. I mean, any straight guy wouldn't exactly understand how that works. But I understand that it does work, and I'm not going to discriminate against anyone who feels like that, because in all honesty, my belief is that you're born gay. You don't learn to be gay. That it doesn't happen like that. In the same way that you're born with a race. You don't learn to be white or learn to be black. I guess you can learn the kind of way white people act and black people act, but you can't literally. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm sorry, but the only thing about being gay is that it's not a visual thing. So you can't literally look at one guy and say, right, he must be gay, and then look at another guy and say, he's straight, unless obviously like they're dressing in certain ways. But that's your choice. It's not like you're born with pink checkered shirts and stuff like that. But in general, I just think that the discrimination should just kind of stop. Like, we're a big world, and there's loads of different kinds of people around, and just learn to accept what everyone is. Times have changed. You don't need to hang homosexuals and stone them and just discriminate against them. They're part of our society as well, and just accept them. They're still people. I guess that's kind of it. I know I didn't show most of the gameplay, but I mean, you can see right now we're losing, and it's not going to get any better for us. And I don't know why I'm playing like a. I mean, I'm just watching myself play. Like, this was a while ago, so I was a lot more defensive back then. But nowadays I wouldn't play like this at all. But guess that's kind of it. The final score, I'll leave the image of it at the end, is I think like 38-6, which in itself isn't a super impressive score, but what makes it even worse is that we lose. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. It's a lot to think about, but have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Peace.